Hello, Magic the Gathering players. This is Antitesh Ordo. Today I'm going to be doing January 3rd. Now, I will admit, yes, January 4th came out. I was just late on getting it done. I was just busy. I didn't get a chance to do it yesterday, so thought I'd let you know that ahead of time. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Just in case you guys see spoilers from above. So, Silver Armored Ferocidion enrages whenever it's dealt damage. Each opponent sacrifices a permanent. Ooh, that's pretty good. 7 mana, 8/5 Dinosaur. Man, there's a lot of Enrage effects that are really good from this set. It's starting to make me want to build a Dinosaur deck. Really does. Weirdly enough. For Commander, yeah, a Dinosaur Commander deck is going to be amazing. Amazing. Dire Fleet Prisoner. 2 mana, 2/2 Flash Death Touch. Ooh, it's a Flash Death Toucher. So you flash in, you kill something big. Flash in, kill your Tarmogoyf. Enters the battlefield. Target attacking pirate you control gets +1/+1 and gains Death Touch until end of turn. Misses the defending blocking effect. Sucks. So, Crafty Cut Purse. 4 mana, 2/2 Flash. Enters battlefield. Each token that would be created under an opponent's control this turn is created under your control instead. Each token be created under your control opponents. So basically, if they, for example, Rite of Replication one of their creatures, you flash this in and be like, thank you. Thank you. That's all you have to say. So here's another 5 mana 5/5 Dinosaur. Enrage, whenever it's dealt damage. Exile target creature. Opponent controls until this leaves the battlefield. So you do a damage each turn, you can start getting rid of creatures. Man, Enrage is a cool effect. So, I will say, Pyromancy, I think it is. I can't remember the name of the enchantment right off, but if you ever make a Naya Dinosaur deck, you do want the enchantment that says, pay a red, deal 1 damage to each creature and each player, and then you'll get a bunch of rage effects, and yeah, of course you gotta make sure creatures are on the battlefield. It's from the Time Spiral block. Then this Elder Dinosaur. So we've been getting nice Elder Dinosaurs. Like we've had Elder Dragons, now we're getting Elder Dinosaurs. Why don't we have other Elder creature types? Unless it's only like these big creatures. Elder Leviathan, there you go. Anyways, and this is what it looks like, this Elder Leviathan. Well, I missed the point on that one. 7 mana, 7/7, can't be countered. No maximum hand size. Whenever an opponent casts a non-creature spell, draw a card. Holy cow, this is insane. Blue creature. Discard 3 cards, exile this, and then return to the battlefield. Tapped under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Returns tapped. Wow, that's a new one. But yeah, this is a pretty good commander for sure. So you can discard 3 cards to keep, bounce to protect it. You have no maximum hand size when it's out. Man, that's a really good one. So Siegehorn Ceratops, 2 mana 2/2, Enrage. Whenever it deals damage, put 2+1/+1 counters on it. Okay. Thunder Herd Migration. I wonder what kind of Rage decks will come out in how they would do Enrage decks in Modern. That'd be kind of interesting to see. Thunderhead Migration, 2 mana. There's additional cost to cast it. Reveal a dinosaur card from your hand or pay 1. So you got to pay basically 3 for it. That's interesting. And then you search for a basic land, put it in the battlefield tapped. It's meh. Tomb Robber. Not Tomb Raider, it's Tomb Robber. 3 mana, 1/1 menace. Discard a card. And then it explores. So you get to have a chance for it to explore a bunch. Well, we'll see how well that card goes. Dire Fleet Neckbreaker, 4 mana 3/2. Attacking pirates get +2/+L. Just a simple partial lord in a way. Jungle Creeper, 3 mana 3/3, and you pay 5 to return it from graveyard to hand. Not much to talk about on that one. 3 mana Golden Demise. Ascent, all creatures get -2/-2 until end of turn. And if you've ascended, only creatures your opponents control get -2/-2 until end of turn. This one's a really good card. Mid-late game in some control decks with black. Golden Demise actually works really well and be like, I'll just pay 3 and kill a bunch of your creatures. Or weaken your creatures, bash in kind of stuff. Stormfleet Sprinter, 3 mana, 2/2 haste, and it can't be blocked. It's a hasty, unblockable creature. Not bad, not bad. Fantical Firebrand, 1 mana, 1/1 haste. Tap, sacrifice it. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player. So you just pay 1 and then sack it immediately. You have to tap it though. That's kind of weird. Dusk Legion Zealot, 2 mana, 1/1. Enters the battlefield, you draw a card and lose a life. So it's just a simple vampire. Pauper vampires may pick it up because it's just an Elvish Visionary, but with a downside because it's black and it's a vampire. So we'll see where that one happens. I can only see that maybe in a vampire pauper deck. Rekindling Phoenix. This is an interesting one. 4 mana, 4/3. I think this might be one of the 2 best Phoenixes out there, because Phoenix has just been bleh, and we only get one every so many sets or so. When it dies, create a 0/1 red elemental creature token. With, at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature and return target card named this Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains haste until end of turn. Oh, so you basically, it makes it to where it dies, comes back, dies, comes back. So it's the beginning of your upkeep, so you can sacrifice it, and then the next turn, you just have a 4/3 all the time. So that's a really good Phoenix. I hope they kind of work on Phoenixes in the future. Because, yeah, we do get a lot of dragons, goblins, stuff like that. But I think Phoenixes would be a really unique creature type. Because they're a red creature that can die and come back and die and come back. Kind of thing. Polyraptor, 8 mana, 5/5, Enrage. It's dealt damage. Create a token that's a copy of this. Wow. So, yeah, like I said, the Enrage mechanic, it's going to be huge. It's going to be huge. So, and also in Commander, your opponents may not want to do any of that massive damage, because it's going to... dinosaur decks with rage creatures are going to really be shutting down a lot of damage dealing red spells, and maybe some black. Azor the Longbringer. So, in a previous video I did cover the Immortal Sun. It was an artifact that shut down planeswalkers. In the story, Azor comes to this plane, makes the Immortal Sun, something like that, using some of his sparks. That's why he's not a planeswalker. So hopefully we get a future core set or something where Azor isn't actually a planeswalker, like say the Immortal Sun was taken away or something like that. Unless they actually release a planeswalker form of him, then that would make sense. So, but it's a 6 mana, 6/6 flying. There's battlefield. Each opponent can't cast lands or sorcery spells during that player's next turn, so it kind of shuts them down. If it's like a storm deck, it shuts them down for a turn. And whenever it attacks, you have... Every time you get to attack, you also get a Sphinx's Revelation. Pay 3x and gain X life and draw X cards. Awesome! That's going to be a fun Sphinx Commander, too. Protein Raider, 3 mana, 2/2. If you attacked with a creature this turn, you may have Protein Raider into the battlefield as a copy of any creature on the battlefield. So you attack and then you shapeshift. Nice. I feel like that would be more of a blue-black spell. Blue-black than blue-red, in my opinion. But it's whatever. Oh, this card. So basically, it's 4 mana, 4/4 artifact. When pay 2, fights another creature you control. If it dies, it returns to the battlefield under your control, transformed into this. It's an you add 2 mana of any color to your mana pool. That's a big one. And then you pay 4 tap, and you create a 4/4 golem token. So it's a token generator, or it's a bigger ramp card. So I will admit, a lot of these cards a lot of these flip lands are going to be insanely used in Modern or Commander for sure. That's January 3 sale. Okay, see how far I have. Cherished Hatchling, 2 mana, 2/1. When it dies, you may cast the dinosaur spells as though they had flash, and whenever you cast a dinosaur spell this turn, it gains. When this creature enters the battlefield, you may have it fight another creature. That's interesting. But you have to make it die, though. But you got a rage effects, so I can easily see that making it in the commander deck. 2 mana, 2/1. I'm assuming vol means flying. Come on, I selected it. Why are we having issues? Flying whenever it attacks. Target creature defending player control loses all abilities and has base power and toughness is 0/1 until end of turn. So you can... That's really good. Like, it attacks, you're like... If they only have one creature, you're like, turn that into a 0/1. Do you want to block with it now? With no abilities. Ooh. That's going to be good. It's a pirate, though. Flood of Recollection, 2 mana. Return target instant sorcery from the graveyard to the hand, and then you exile the card. It's okay. But yeah, there's been some good cards out of this set recently. They're really good cards. Mysterious End. Enters the battlefield, exile a creature with confirmed mana cost 3 or less. When it leaves the battlefield, target opponent creates a 3/3 dinosaur, so it's kind of similar to Beast Within. And other, like, Oblivion Ring type effects where they get a card back, but this time they get a beast. Or a dinosaur, not a beast. Deeproot Elite, 2 mana, 1/1. Enters the battlefield under control. Put a +1/+1 counter on target merfolk you control. Nice. So it comes into play, it pumps itself, or it pumps another merfolk. I still feel like mono green merfolk are and for sure gonna be a thing in modern. They're gonna try to push it to be a thing. It seems like. Forerunner of the Empire, 4 mana, 1/3. There's battlefield, search library for a dinosaur, put it on top. Then when a dinosaur has battlefield under control, you may have it deal 1 damage to each creature. So you can like start killing off creatures or start triggering Enrage. So that's really good. Forerunner of the Heralds does something similar, but for Merfolk. And Merfolk put a +1/+1 counter on Forerunner of the Heralds. Oh, whenever a Merfolk. So it makes this guy bigger. Forerunner of the Legion enters the battlefield. I'm surprised they haven't a black form, but I don't think they... Well, not a black, blue form. Where's their blue one? They don't have that part of the cycle. That's weird. Does the same thing, but for vampire, searches vampires, and when it enters the battlefield under your control, target creature gets +1/+1 down during. So that's not bad. And then this one's the same for pirates, except whenever a pirate enters the battlefield under control, each opponent loses 1 life. So it kind of drains your opponent. So that is the rest. I think. Oh wait, that's right. I will admit I did miss a few. I'm thinking of just these top 4. On January 2nd because they came out after I uploaded the video. So, Silent Gravestone, 1 mana artifact, so it's kind of like Relic of Progenesis, along with Grave something or other. Cards in graveyards can't be target spells or abilities, and you pay 4 to you exile this and all cards in all graveyards and draw a card. Something simple. Sphinx's Decree, 2 mana, each opponent can't cast instant sorcery spells during their player's turn. So it's nice. And then the last card, and I'll let you guys have an enjoyable day after. 1 in white-black. Exile. You pay 5. Exile a target creature. If there are 3 or more cards exiled with this, you transform it. And as 1 mana of any color to your mana pool. And you pay 4. Put 1 creature card exiled with this permanent onto the battlefield under your control. So basically you can... Then if there are 3 or more cards exiled with this, so if you have like a lot of mana, you can dump a lot of mana into this, get rid of it, and then have a chance to get the, the permanents. You get to control them. So that's not bad. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What do you like about this set so far? What have you, what do you love about this set? What stood out to you? And I think right now, the biggest thing that's standing out to me is the Azor cards. Because of the Azorius, because one of my favorite planes is Ravnica. Then there's also the new Blood Sun, similar to Blood Moon. I hope it is a budget version, but we'll see what happens with Blood Sun, how effective it'll be, because it's better to be play tested than just, look at it and be like, oh, that's a good card. So, but yeah, again, thanks for watching. I appreciate all you guys watching these videos. You guys have a wonderful day.